author and nutritionist Robert Ferguson. Please welcome Robert Ferguson.
All right, y'all, let's hear it for America's Fat Loss Coach, Robert Ferguson!
Hey, this is Robert Ferguson, and I want to say thank you for being here. The goal today is to share with you some information that I believe can help you. And that information that I'm referring to is understanding that at one moment in a woman's life, she will experience insulin resistance no matter what. There are 2 times in your life as a woman, if you live long enough, that you will experience insulin resistance. It doesn't matter how healthy you are, doesn't matter how active you are, doesn't matter. There's 2 moments. And for a man, there's 1 moment. Now, before I dive in and get into the details of all of that, I just want to say thank you for giving me a chance to share information today. My name is Robert Ferguson. If you are new to me, and my goal is to share because I care. The goal here is for you to walk away and have additional knowledge and understanding about nutrition, about metabolic health, activity, how you can make the most of your health, your quality of life based on who you are, your palate preferences, etc. And insulin resistance is real. It's talked about a lot, and it's going to be the thing that all physicians will look at when they treat and meet with their patients moving forward. I mean, it's been overlooked, but yet we understand it to a place where we can identify it and we can reverse it. So today I'm going to share with you some information that I believe will be quite helpful. Now, as I get ready to share that with you, and I'm not going to keep you long, my goal is 12 minutes, man. 12 minutes, I'm out of here. And we're already into it 2 minutes, so I got less than 10 minutes to get this done. This share is brought to you by our Detox Drop, where we drop it like it's hot. And this is designed for people who want to drop body fat. They want to drop inches off their waist. They want to drop blood pressure. They want to drop triglycerides. They want to drop all the things that may be holding you and weighing you down. And there's a fresh start. It's a 7-day program. If you want to learn more, just go to the links that we have made available to you, and you can learn more. And it's a great way to jumpstart where you are. And it's something that I do quarterly, and I have some clients that do it every month. The cool part is that once you have the Detox Drop, it's much cheaper the second time, third time, fourth time that you do it. All right, let's get into this. Now, my big statement, I said that there's 2 times where a woman will experience insulin resistance no matter what. And there's at least 1 time that every man on the planet will experience insulin resistance at one point or another. Who wants to take a guess? Anybody want to guess? If you're catching me live, like when? Now, as you're thinking about it, let me just go to the basics and understand and bring clarity to what we mean by insulin resistance. And if you have pen and paper, I strongly recommend you take notes on this. Number 1, insulin is a hormone. It's a positive hormone, and it does a whole bunch of things. It comes from our pancreas. Insulin is primarily known for its role in helping to get sugar that's floating in your blood out of your blood and into the cells. Therefore, it's a storage hormone. Okay, that's what it's mostly known for. Second part is that you have trillions of cells in your body. And every cell in your body, whether it's a cell in your brain, your bones, your liver, your kidneys, there is a receptor on that cell for the hormone insulin. You can also look at it as like there's a door on every cell. That's the receptor. That when insulin shows up, that door can be open, and insulin has different jobs it does. But again, it's primarily known for being a storage hormone or promoting growth. Okay. So we know what insulin is. We know there's receptors. Insulin as a hormone is not what becomes resistant. And this may be new for some of you. I want you to truly hear what I'm saying. Insulin is not what becomes resistant. The receptors on the cells in your body is what becomes resistant. So think of insulin as a postal carrier. Postal carrier comes to your house, knocks on the door. If you open the door because you are receptive to receiving what insulin the post carrier is bringing, so the post carrier is coming in, that's insulin. Knocks on the door, you open up the door, you are receptive. The opposite of receptive would be resistant. So you're receptive, and the mail carrier will give you the package. Now, eventually, the mail carrier shows up, knocks on the door, and you decide, oh, I'm not going to open the door. I'm not even going to answer it. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. You are resisting. And that's what happens with the cells. They start to become resistant all over the body. Okay? You with me? Okay. So insulin's primary job is to get sugar out of the blood and into the cells, and is promoting growth. Insulin promotes growth. So when you think of growth, I want you to think of the 2 times where a woman will be insulin resistant naturally. Now, as you're thinking about that, I want you to think of someone who's, let's say, 40 years old. They become type 2 diabetic. Time goes by and their diabetes gets worse. They become more and more insulin resistant. And eventually, no doors are being opened. And you need to reach more cells to find doors that will open. So they have to start injecting insulin. So their pancreas is still producing insulin, but they have to inject more insulin to find the doors, right? We got trillions of doors that we can get to work where someone's going to open it. And that can get worse. Now, most people who are injecting insulin will experience weight gain because when insulin is floating around in the body, you cannot release fat. And I'm very clear with that. You cannot, right? So insulin inhibits the fat cell's ability to release fat to be metabolized. That means oxidized, burned. Because insulin's there, it blocks it. Okay? All right. So I think we're doing pretty good. So let me just go ahead and just bring it home. I said there's 2 moments in life when women are automatically insulin resistant. The first time is puberty. That's for both men and women. So when you're going through puberty, you may not even get a lot of food. You could be famished. You could be malnourished. And you may not grow as big or be as strong, but you're still going to grow. So when you're in puberty, you are experiencing insulin resistance. It's a natural way for us to grow. Insulin causes growth. It is an anabolic hormone. It causes growth for you to get heavier, for you to get bigger, for you to grow. The only other time where it naturally happens is during pregnancy. So a woman may not have much food, but she's still going to grow that baby. And insulin its job is to help create that growth. That's what insulin does. Now, outside of puberty and being pregnant, insulin can cause you to grow. And when you become insulin resistant, losing weight can be very, very challenging. It can discourage many people, and many people give up and they start blaming their weight loss or lack of losing weight on hormones, on menopause, on this, on that. Whereas the main culprit here is insulin resistance. When you identify it, then you eat in a way to reverse it. If you don't reverse it, you will be chasing the effects, meaning you will never get to where you want to be. Now, could you lose weight and be insulin resistant? Yes, you can. But notice I said lose weight. I didn't say lose fat. I said lose weight. I did not say lose fat. When insulin levels are elevated, which is called hyperinsulinemia, you are not able to lose fat. You don't have to be a diabetic to be insulin resistant. If you have high blood pressure, you're insulin resistant. If you have high triglycerides, that's a sign that you're insulin resistant. You can now request a fasting insulin test to find out if you're insulin resistant. We have a carb threshold report, and with all of our clients, we can identify their level of insulin resistance if they have it. And then we create a plan specifically for that person to reverse it. And it can all be reversed as long as you're consistent with what we're recommending. And with that, fatty liver goes away. Your ability to lose weight gets better. Your ability to deal with like high blood pressure, that starts to come down. All of these things improve. So there's 2 times where you will be insulin resistant, and there's 2 times where there's nothing we can do about it, but it's a positive insulin resistance. Outside of that, insulin is something that can block a lot of people from losing weight. So instead of just guessing and hoping you can figure out this code, come to someone like myself or one of our coaches, because we know how to tap into it and to put you on a success track where you will win. You will win. Now, if you have not been to our YouTube channel, please visit. Make sure you like, subscribe, because that's where everything is happening. All right, I'm Robert Ferguson. I share because I care. Until the next one, which will be Fat Loss Tuesday, you can always go back to the YouTube channel, look at the live ones, look at the videos that we post. If you're looking for something, you can always email us. My assistant is Lori@dietfreelife.com, and you can join our Facebook group. But here's an opportunity for all of us to do something about where we are. Let's improve. Let's get to a place where we can create a healthier you. I'm Robert Ferguson. To the next one. Thank you.